position that's difficult to play against. Sure, I do worry on the attack, not having that aggression. Maybe they won't need it because it seems like the defense is going to come to them. Already looking for the fight. Laz has just been so clean, but it is just going to be trades for now. Depth, they know he's here. He's already been pushing. In fact, he's going to wrap back round and try and spot the spike. The problem is he is stuck, but he does well to at least get himself back into position. And now the rest of his team are looking to wrap around from behind. Sugar Zero already adding his first to the tally.
Just popping down the snake bite as well. Try and slow them as much as he can. Making sure they get around the corner and back through mid. Crow stuck around for a moment. And in fact, the A side's completely open. Fnatic have got this for free. They'll be able to get a plant down. I'm looking over at ZETA. They have got shock darts, but they're going down. Oh, yeah, that's actually hitting Fearoth pretty hard.
Yeah, definitely giving them an easier time of getting back into the site. Now, Hyber's got to go huge here. In an aggressive spot. Basically hoping that nobody clears him, and I don't think this recon's actually going to get him at all. There's an opportunity. In fact, he manages to escape as well, even doing an extra little bit of damage to the remaining player of Sugar Zero. They're trying to clear out some of these spots. The shock dart doing a lot of damage, might even kill off one at least, and the dash, what? It just straight across from Sugar Zero. He's going to go pushing! What is And then just Sugar Zero. Sugar Zero, that's all I got.
Good shock darts by Crow as well. He tagged up Fearoth, made it possible for that second bullet to kill him so quickly. TENN's gone down, starting this one off. I mean, Fnatic have got an eco. We know what that means. They win these rounds every time. On the answer back, whether it's the second or the third, whenever they don't invest.
Has a headhunter as like just a gun that he's allowed to keep for the entirety of the time. So
if they take down Laz, he's the only player that can really fight on range. But Laz is coming up close, already taking Boaster. Up above, Dep is getting nothing done. Huge damage onto Laz. Players peeking him from every which angle. I frankly have no idea how he's still alive. But they're only barely hanging on. ZETA come up against an eco here. And they're getting shock darted down. One good round. Let's see what that consists of. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Fnatic slowly moving to the A site. They have their flank covered by Mistic, who is in my least favorite position on any map ever, in the spawn of Icebox.
We just call it Rat.
Rat, yes.
It's called Rat.
A ratty little spot.
The worst thing is as well is they have a couple of traps there, so he doesn't really need to be there. He's just doing it to kill anybody that gets caught in the trap. Although no one's gone in that direction, which is also good for Fnatic. It's the info they need.
They were 1 second, 2 seconds maybe on ZETA away from getting the kill there with the shock dart. A little bit late on the lineup. The Viper was in position, but Crow wasn't. Hyber's managed to avoid this. Look, he's in a great spot. Oh, only the one, but he gets out. Halfway defused already. Guys spraying away. He's almost got it, but they've dealt with him eventually. Kills are coming in, though. Quickly, Crow already for a triple. And with that spike defused halfway, it was dangerous.
Down in mid to just stop that mid aggression. They've also had players holding that in the past. They're not doing that in this round, but I guess it's just because nobody's been aggressively pushing, so they're just going to utilize it somewhere else.
Yeah, post-plant utility can be fantastic to even just keep them in position, slow them down when they go for the defuse and so on. But for a defuse to happen, that plant has to happen. And so far, that's been pretty tough to get. They're moving towards the site, but TENN gets a double. Bladestorm in play, Depth tagged up. Not going to be taken down, though. The dash saves his life. He's inside the Viper's pit. Confident with the right click in hand, defending the spike.
Running out of time.
Inside this ultimate, 10 seconds left, and Mistic goes down. Fearoth, though, in for the double, but he won't follow through on the final. As they walked through, and they had to worry about peeking into spawn, and up above, Relaz had gotten them before on the balcony. Same wall goes down. This time, though, it's Fnatic to come ahead in the early rounds, finding depth right away. Oh, 10!
Wow.
That's clean and in through the wall. Laz is absolutely ruining their chances. Hyber doing his best from afar to keep things in their favor. They got to get forward and pick Boaster back up pretty soon, or else he's going to be down and out.
No, I think they have bigger problems as well. They've just lost another player in the form of Fearoth, and Hyber, it looks like he might have to try and do this alone, but he's giving it a damn good go! Quick flick, but he tries to swing back through, and actually the timing almost doesn't work out for Mistic. Will have had to play against too often. Like, not having a Jet in there is definitely a little bit peculiar, at least for what has been played in the region, and more so actually coming up against a KO, which, okay, sure, fragging-wise, Boaster hasn't done much, but it's more just that utility, just removing what they have available. Now, Laz, it's such a dirty angle, and he's already gone. nothing they can do to trade it, although Mistic was in spot, but then Laz hits the second shot as well.
Yeah, this is something that you'll see from Jets in that position, but
my.
this guy already found and needs to close it out.
Going into this B site, and that risk is Laz.
Well, they now know that back yellow is clear. They've got their wall up to cover, and Laz has been wall banged, but here's still the danger man of Depp. The wall's gonna go down in just a few seconds. There it is. But luckily, there's a Sage wall to block Depp's, hoping someone gets a little over eager and wide swings in. Ivor's playing this one patiently. There's the res coming through. They'll try to spam. They're not finding him. Okay, numbers are going to be evened up. This is definitely doable for ZETA. The flank from Sugar Zero is being held for. Like, they've got the PC utility down to cover it. Hunter's Fury to run this clock down a little bit more. 2 quick kills, though. Now things get dangerous. Operator around the right side, and they've just done it. Right behind him is Laz with the Tour de Force. Unfortunately for them, Tom, again, they have gambled on the wrong side.
Yeah, it's interesting as well because most of the victories that have come in from Fnatic have been on this side of the map. We're going to see the wall up to give them that after plant at least, but oh, they've actually got the shock dart. It's so close. It's so close to working out on Magnum, but the after plant comes through.
Yeah, it's not the first time that we've seen it attempted by ZETA. Although previously it had landed for big damage. Good shot by Fearoth from far away. Hyber not going to overstay his welcome. They have the plant, the snake bites coming through. Flash out a Boaster. Really trying to push up and take this fight on the back of the ultimate. It sort of forces them into an awkward position, but with the res still to work with, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Getting that defuse will be tough, but no. Sugar Zero's got a triple! This is unbelievable! The defuse has gone through! Sugar Zero! All 5 players stacked up.
Yeah, again, we're going to have this corner spot for Hyber, just looking to try and get himself a kill and maybe escape from this position. It just has to be that escape. In fact, it's Laz on the other side who goes pushing back through already with a double opener for his squad. And sure, they don't necessarily have the utility they want, but they'll wait it out and get the afterplant.
Only the Boaster had gotten the suppress off there, and the wall had gone down. That could have been incredibly awkward. Look at Sugar Zero go. He's already to the back of the site, but now he's dropped. The numbers in favor of Fnatic. 2 versus 1 retake. Utility in play, though. Crow's got both of his shock darts still, and that's a great connection to start with. Hyper left down so low, but like no 1 Cheerio per square foot ratio. That's pretty good. No, you know. Good. You know what? If Mistic got more than 1 there, I would have been angry. Good trade, though. Hyper's gone down as well. ZETA making some good room over towards this side, and that was very awkward, at least nearly leaving Magnum down and out of that round. Early flank from Fnatic. They're going to be double pushing behind, and that's just to go get those rifles.
Yeah, of course, this is a bonus, so a lot of the weaponry is weaker here from Fnatic. Anything they can do, and you know what? Magnum's slowing them down. That's the thing. They've actually managed, by the looks of it, to go through the trap. So they're coming in on the flank. They're picking up all that extra weaponry, and it doesn't look like anybody's really facing in that direction. Sure, they've got the screen to cover them off at least for now, but that control's going to be coming back just a little bit late on the fragment, unfortunately.
Oh, good kill by Boaster, though. He's able to follow up. Sees the space. They're still looking to push up on this. Magnum has spotted the player up close. They have the info to play with him. Boaster's following up. We said this man had been quiet. Well, no more. Quick kills coming through, and a third
nice
to
round.
Close spot if they can get towards the site.
Yeah, the thing for Fnatic, though, is this composition has so much plant denial. That's the thing that makes them incredibly scary. Like, you've got the fragment, you've also got the snake bites, you've got the shock darts as well. You can combine that with slows. So, although this may just look like them giving up the space, there is plenty available. And especially, we've already seen these combinations come through from Viper and Sova, and they're just waiting. You can see it. Mistic is literally a perfect deserving, by the way. Perfect. Just waiting with that extra piece of utility just to try and stop them. And already they're going to get stuck in the mud. TENNN taking damage, but he gets away. And actually, Crosshair shot through.
That's a perfect trade in a round like this. Putting them into a 4 versus 4. Viper's Pit's still up. Sugar Zero with a silenced weapon to spray through. Little bit of an awkward fight for Laz. It's exactly the angle he wants to fight on. Only good for the 1 kill, but look at the flank coming around. Crow's being spotted. Luckily, recon through. That's the reveal. Mistic only barely survives that. The res on Hyber. Desperation starting to come out of Fnatic. There's a kill for Mistic, though. They'll close in the distance. They'll start to defuse, but you've got to get out of there. In fact, there's no way out. Hyber ends up going down, trying to defuse, and that is the round done. A low buy for ZETA.
Oh, no.
But the dangers were there. They were highlighted, and Fnatic just could not deal with them. Oh my. And they are 3-man stacked up here, so
yeah.
The next couple of seconds, they kind of need to make a call on what they're going to do.
That's the thing. They've had HEYECAN watching deep into B, so they know that no one's taken any level of control, so they've just been patiently waiting. Boaster, he's going to get one, but they're incredibly fast on the trades. It's only really Fearoth here, and he gets everything! Just one man standing in the form of HEYECAN. Now, he's been lightning fast with this weapon before. Is he still going to expect him to be below? That's the problem. He's going above, and it's perfect from Depp.
Of dashing and styling on them. It's Depp doing that on the back of his teammates, distracting.
He just went to try and line up a slow, and has just thrown it straight into the wall and bounced back into the spawn.
No,
Don't re-swing that! No! Why have he swung the judge? Oh, Mistic's got away with murder. Did he get walled up by his teammate? I like that. It's just like...
The gamble from Fnatic, and one that is not going to pay off. They'll have to play the retake on the A side, but they know that. They've made that choice.
Yeah, they've heard the steps.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it doesn't work out. And Boaster's actually gone down to the aggression coming out from Laz. In fact, he's going to continue his push. Holding the angle. I don't know if it'll be expected, in fact. He's going to wrap back around and catch out Fearoth. It's a perfect play from Laz. TENN is also in position. This is falling apart for Fnatic, but HEYECAN at least lands a shot.
Makes it doable. The drone from Crow just one away from his Hunter's Fury. If he gets a kill, this round is over. Unless they can trade it out immediately, but that'll be tough with Laz right behind him. Good kill. HEYECAN getting one. The defuse underway. There's a lot of pressure on Laz. He's got to run forward, and he won't get there in time. The round goes to make sure they don't leave that gap open.
And they haven't. They've got two players currently around that position. The Viper's Pit still locking things, and well, now starting to spot the utility on the other side. Is there going to be a swing here? It looked like HEYECAN was attempting to try and fight that. Now utility might actually be delayed. I don't know if that actually caught Sage, though. That would be the real problem if they can't actually utilize this wall. Time really starting to tick, and they're reliant on Depp to get something here.
Well, he's not going to get anything in that position, and the spray's coming through, breaking off the wall. Not quite in time, though. Laz has been lurking here for quite a while. Finally getting himself a little bit of success. HEYECAN's gone down, and so is Boaster. Oh, this is starting to get desperate now. ZETA with so much control, and a beautiful tap from TENN. That's his third kill in this round, leaving Fearoth to attempt a clutch.
Oh my, it's just instant.
The breaks. Their back is covered. These players cannot push up B. They cannot come behind from middle. And in fact, they're going to push straight forward with Boaster looking to catch Crow. Good kill! The response from Fnatic is clean. With those two frags, the advantage is now theirs. And it's Fnatic that just pulled back. They're willing to let this clock run down a little bit more. Oh, they don't think he's here!
They don't know he's pushed up! And he's also got his orb there. Fearoth just hiding within the site. He's going to peek out there. Kills for free, at least. Turns it down to just one man, TENN, but they might have expected him to fall back. He's going to get scanned up. He's going to get scanned up twice. Definitely knowing his current position and the rotation time somewhat fading away, he's just going to try and get himself a plant, and well, they're going to spam straight through it, not allowing for anything. Caught on the reload could be a little bit of an issue for Fearoth. He's now been isolated. This fight is just ugly as hell, but it will be not a whole lot remaining when it comes to this A site, but it seems like Fnatic are starting to have an inkling that the push is going to come in on this direction, and well, ZETA are not exactly being subtle about it.
No, they are certainly making a lot of noise on the way towards this A site. We're going to have the same attempted plant up above, and although the wall is broken from the spams, TENN makes it out of there pretty healthy. Oh, what an angle. He almost had it, the shot barely whizzing past Mistic's head. HEYECAN catches the re-peek. Okay, Fnatic on the way back through. What does ZETA have? Okay, that's very early. Laz out of there with just the one. Rez coming through. Hunter's Fury trying to catch the tags. And what is that out of depth? He goes running through. Mystic's gone down to the Hunter's Fury, and the entirety of Fnatic.
But it's a different take. Now, the trap will give this away. They're going to know that there's players here, but they swing out wide, and Laz, well, you can't give this man freebies. You just can't.
No, this guy just doesn't miss. That's 27 kills already. And he is the heartbeat of ZETA at this point, keeping them alive. Push through middle. It's an attempt by Mistic. He's seen 3-4 players. Yeah, it was going to go that way no matter what. The slow orb down as well gives the good assist over to TENN. This is going to be a tied-up game, unless you get some incredible round out of MAGNUM holding down this A site. Fearoth's here to help at least. But you got to be pretty hopeful to see this as a positive.
He's got to hope the doesn't spawn when it's gone the other way, but there's a late lurk through, and well, now they know. There's absolutely no chance.
Solid for Laz. Every duel he takes, he walks into with an immense amount of confidence, and you know exactly why. That's results-based confidence if I've ever seen it. Look, he's walking through the poison orb. Absolute madman. They have snuck underneath middle. They've gotten their way onto the B side already. Hyber is none the wiser that his flank is completely open.
If he teleports back, he's dead. And he won't even know. They've even killed Boaster in towards the spawn. So Hyber's going to turn around and...
They missed each other.
No, he doesn't even know. He doesn't know that they're this far forward. This round is just a complete surprise to Fnatic. Nice shot from MAGNUM, but I almost wonder if it might be worth just going for a save here, bringing some weaponry into the next round, because this complete change-up in pace just straight through mid has left them none the wiser.
They dragged out those rotations perfectly as well, right? Boaster wants to do it. All of their players moving here. And again, Sugar Zero with a Viper's Pit. They just do not lose rounds when this guy has that ult.
Laz is going to take first contact. They're trying to be a little bit more proactive in their denial of this space. Early snake bite will hold them back at least a little bit longer, and this time the spam has stopped them completely. Forced them to fall back, and the whole squad is waiting. Just look, they are not allowing them to utilize that wall whatsoever, and this has been one of the things that Fnatic has failed at, is just denying that little bit of extra space. Laz, however, is looking to try and take the fight himself, and well, with the Hunter's Fury coming through, it actually does connect onto TENNN, but this space is just not expected. Those trades coming back and forth, but this time Fnatic on top. It comes down to the 1v1. Boaster has struggled thus far in this match, and he's facing off against Depp on that operator, just waiting for him to try and go for the plant. He's not connected. The initial shot of the blade sword comes out. He's gonna dash in, and he